today is a big day for the Jones home because I decided to hire someone to basically help me get reorganized. In going from having, a baby to a toddler to a kid to a baby again who's now a toddler, we have just accumulated a lot of stuff. And although there was once a system in this house for organization, it is just kind of dead and gone and definitely needed to be revitalized because in this season of life, we do have a lot of stuff. I feel like just like with our kids and their ages, like we need a lot of stuff. They accumulate a lot of stuff. At the same time, we want the stuff to be organized and we want everything to have a place. Honestly, this is probably a job that I could have tackled on my own, but I just don't have the time and I don't know the best way to do it. So I decided to bring in the big guns and hire someone to help me. I'm going to introduce you guys to her later, but for now, I want to show you guys the main spaces that she is going to be reorganizing over the next couple of weeks. So for starters, this is my kids' toy closet. It is just a complete disaster. Like Harper actually even complains when she tries to come in here and find something because she can't find it. And it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I'm sure that some of this stuff will be purged, but she's going to come in here and kind of create a system for us so that the kids can actually see their toys and get to them. This is a second space for my kids. We kind of call this the craft closet. It is also a huge mess. Both of my kids, especially Harper, loves arts and crafts and games, and I wanted this to be a space that like housed all that stuff, but it has just gotten out of control. So she's going to help us with this space as well. She's also going to be helping with all of the kitchen cabinets and drawers, as well as this. This is our pantry. As you guys can see with the bins, once upon a time, there was a system here, but now it is just kind of in disarray. So she's going to be helping me to create a pantry that works for our family. All right, guys, I am here with Shauna. Hello. She is helping me get my life in order, and she has pretty much taken out everything out of that closet that I showed you guys earlier and put it over here. I'm about to kind of look through this stuff and figure out what we're getting rid of because we absolutely don't need all of this stuff. And then Shauna is going to kind of work her magic to give us more of a system. Shauna, what is like the number one organizational issues you usually see when working with families, especially with kids?
What I see most of all is just simply too much stuff.
Yeah.
When you find that kids gravitate towards just a certain number of toys a lot, sometimes it's a matter of paring down and letting them focus on their most favorite toys.
Okay, awesome. And what is your number one piece of just like simple advice for kind of reorganizing your life?
Well, I would say once you just have only the things you need, find a place or a home for every single item. And if you yourself can get in the habit of putting things where they belong and your children learn to put their things where they belong, then that, sort of keeps you from buying new things or wasting time looking for things.
Awesome. Thanks, Shauna.
My pleasure.
So this big bag over here is the stuff that I decided that we no longer need in this house. And then over here, we have the stuff that I decided to keep. So as you guys can see, I got rid of quite a lot of toys.
Papa.
What do you think?
New doors.
And everything is organized and clean. That's what Miss Shauna has been working on. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you tell her thank you?
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Listen. Don't destroy it on the...
It's so neat, right? You see, everything has a place, okay?
But where?
Yeah, up here.
Make it bigger?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys know, I have been on this decluttering slash reorganizing the house kick for the last couple of weeks. I actually had a professional organizer who came in with me just to like help me get things in order, and she was super helpful. We have done so much work together over the past few weeks, and unfortunately I did not do a great job at like getting before and after footage of all the spaces, just because sometimes when she would be here working, I would not be home and things like that. However, I did want to kind of show you guys where we are at in terms of our finished spaces, and I'm going to start by giving you guys a little peek into our new and improved organized kitchen. So one of the spaces that really needed work for us was our junk drawer. We all have one, and I wanted to show you guys what ours looks like now. It still has all of the things in it for the most part. Of course, I did like throw away all the unnecessary stuff, but it's just reorganized and neat. We have another similar drawer over here that also kind of houses more miscellaneous stuff. Again, just like having a system went a long way for us in this kitchen. Now I'm going to kind of take you guys through all of our cabinets and show you what we did and why. So this is a peek under our sink now. This houses kind of my everyday cleaning and dish products, like the things that I don't keep in the laundry room. I love how neat this is now. Also, we ditched our fire extinguisher and we now have a fire blanket. Apparently, these are better than a fire extinguisher because they are easier to use in case of fire, and there's no expiration date for these. So we got one of these. It's also a lot more compact than a fire extinguisher, and we have 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs. So I definitely recommend that. Over here, we have our pots and pans and our cutting boards. My pots and pans are from Caraway, and I absolutely love them. And the organizer had this little cute idea to just hang my oven mitts on a command strip, which that worked really well as well, just to kind of give those a home where I can always find them when needed. Here we have just miscellaneous kind of kitchen tools. And then this is kind of my little coffee station. I have my Nespresso right here. And so directly above it, in a place that makes sense, I have my things that I need for coffee and tea. These actually don't go in here. Look at me already messing up the system. But I have my things that I need kind of for coffee and tea and mugs. On this side, I have my spices as well as my food processor. I love having my spices on this because everything is like really easy to access and easy to see. And then my bigger items just kind of sit next to it. And my favorite thing, I think, out of all of the items that we implemented in the kitchen, this. So this is a Ziploc bag organizer. It allowed me to get rid of all those bulky Ziploc bag boxes and have them in one place, so they were able to fit just in a drawer. Plus, they're really easy to pull out and get to. I also got something similar to this for my foil and saran wrap, but it has not arrived yet. So stay tuned when that comes from Amazon. Over here, we have all of our food storage. This fit really nicely into this cabinet. And on this side, we have dishes, we have kids' cups, and also the kids' dishes. The helper shelves, these were really great for me in order just to like maximize space in the kitchen. And down here we have another one of my favorite spaces. We have a lot of cups and water bottles, and so we have this new system for keeping them all organized. Most of them fit on this water bottle shelf slash rack, and then the ones that don't are in bins, and I just love having our drinkware a little bit more organized as opposed to just kind of sitting in the cabinet and not being able to see everything. Our pantry had definitely gotten out of control, so I'm really excited to show you guys what we were able to do in here. Now, as you guys can see, everything is organized and clearly labeled. We have our liquor and things that the kids can't bother up at the top. I really love this. This is actually for cans, but it worked really well for our bottles as well, just to kind of keep our, drinks that we have on hand. Everything is clearly labeled and has its own basket, and so it's easy for me to come in here and find something. It's easy for other people to put things away and things like that. I love the cereal containers. They definitely help to keep the cereal fresh. And then down here, we decided to put all of the kids' snacks in these small plastic drawers so that they can get their own snacks, which was something that was really important for me. They can see what's in here, they can open them, they can get them. Pretty much anything that is down here is, an item that they have full range to take when they want. And so I love that when I'm like, oh, Harper, go get your snack for school. She can come in here, she can get what she wants. Even Jackson, he knows where his little fruit snacks and his little pouches are, and he will come in here and help himself. It's been a few weeks now since our organizer helped me to tackle the kids' toy closet and their craft closet. So I wanted to give you guys an update on how we're doing in keeping up with these spaces and keeping them organized, because obviously they are kids, and so it's not going to be perfect. They're going to come in, they're going to play with stuff, they're going to put stuff in the wrong place sometimes. However, the system has worked pretty well for me and for them just to still keep things neat. And so let me show you guys what the kids areas look like a couple of weeks later after they have, played with the items, taking things out, putting things back, and kind of, been children in the space. So here you can see this is their toy closet that I purged heavily, and Miss Shauna helped me to reorganize. It's not perfect anymore, of course, because they were in here before they left for school, playing and getting things out. However, it's a lot better, and it's easy for me or them to come in and kind of tidy up now that everything has a space. Of course, there are a few things that are out that, I would prefer that were put away, but all in all, it's so much better, and they can still really easily get in here and see their toys, see where certain things are, see where certain things go, and all of that stuff. So all in all, I would say that it's working for us with this system. Similarly, here we have their craft and game closet. Again, it's been a few weeks, so it's not necessarily perfect anymore, but it's still a lot better than it was in terms of Harper being able to come in here and find stuff, or even Jackson being able to grab crayons and a coloring book or a pen or a piece of paper. We are, keeping it pretty neat in terms of putting things back on the shelves and not having things on the floor. So this system has also worked well. I think that we will be able to continue to keep it up pretty nicely. I recently saw on Instagram a meme that said that most moms' stress levels are directly correlated to how much stuff they have in their house. And I can definitely see that 100%, because with stuff comes mess and clutter, and I think that that is enough to make any mama kind of stressed and lose her mind. However, I'm not necessarily a minimalist, and I feel like just given our stage of life and my kids' ages, we do have quite a lot of stuff and need a lot of stuff, and we'll continue to bring in more stuff, different toys, different art supplies, all of that. However, decluttering definitely did lower my stress level, and just getting rid of the stuff that we did not need, did not use, reorganizing the stuff that we were going to keep, it definitely did lower my stress level and has made me feel just lighter, as a person and as a mom. And so I would definitely say if you're thinking about decluttering and purging, go for it. Also, if you are thinking about buying something for Harper or for Jackson, please don't. Please donate to their college funds instead, because even though I know they're young and they're gonna get more toys and stuff, I'm trying my best to not bring in a ton of stuff that we don't need. As everyone can see, they have plenty of stuff. So I am now one of those moms that's like, instead of giving toys, can you give to their college fund? Can you give us an experience? We love Disney World. We love the aquarium. We will gladly take gift cards instead.